Aries and Falcon, good morning. Going to do your readings for the next coming week, and this is going to be your career and finance on top, your love relationship on the bottom, okay? So everything is good to go. Spirit, give us true precise messages, please, for the Aries for your career and finance. True precise messages for Aries, career and finance. Sorry about that. Gonna say sorry ahead of time. Thank you. Let's set them over there. Okay, we're gonna get the love relationship cards. And I use spellcasters for the love relationships. We got the lovers when I split the deck. Spirit, true precise messages for Aries love life relationships for the next week. What do they need to know coming to them next week for their love relationships? Their love interests that they're thinking about while they read this. Nobody's thinking of anybody? Love interest for Aries, Spirit. I'll move my coffee. Evidently it's in the way. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more cards, Spirit. 2 more cards for their love life. Thank you. Thank you. 6, 7. Okay. All right. See if I can not spill it on the floor, okay? So, Aries, Falcons. Alright, so we have the Page of Cups starting out. Remember, this is the career and finance, okay? Even though it's a love cup, but look, there's a fish in it, so there's not so much passion, right? May have looked good to start, but there's something else hidden. When you started this job, you thought it was going to be everything you dreamed of. The love, passion was there. You thought it was going to grow and blossom like these flowers or these tulips, but instead all you got was the fish in the cup. Alright, so maybe you're looking for a new job, maybe you're looking to move to a different department or expand your horizons, right? So you've been contemplating this during your sleepless nights. You're not being truthful to yourself, though. You have a mask on. You need to be truthful and honest with yourself. Make your list of the pros and the cons of how this could improve just from your own perspective. Sword here is because you're a little defensive. You wanted one sword there at your hand that you can grab fast. Maybe you don't feel safe or you needed to be protected. It's unsheathed because you have the sheath here. So it's like you drew the sword, but you're setting it there just in case. But again, your face or your mask is covered. So try to look at it from another perspective before you move forward. Okay, and you're going to be feeling like you're left out in the cold. When you look at it from that new perspective, perhaps it wasn't, maybe it was even less rosier than you thought it was going to be, and so this looks like snow on the windowsill, very cold and cloudy, and maybe even not so proud of either yourself or feeling really hurt, disappointed. 5 of Pentacles in the workplace. You wanted that stability so that you could have a stable home environment. Four of Rods. This also reminds me of the 1111, which is a synchronicity for numbers, divinely, a divine number. Alright, so these wands represent things that are going to blossom. That's what you were looking for, was a career or your job that you could support your family with stability, calm waters, and blossom from that. But instead you have to juggle. It's very emotional, a little bit stormy, you're juggling back and forth. Two of Pentacles. And then we get the Tower. The Tower's coming in to strike the top. It's not falling to pieces. You're not losing your stability down here. There is going to be some emotional uproar, but basically the lightning hit it to wake you up, to make you realize that you need to light that passion again with the flames here. And put down the burdens. This is the Ten of Rods. It's an ending to the burdens, right? The things that did not bloom, the things that you were carrying the weight. You were trying to do too much, and you need to do things more wisely. Look at things again. Look at, he's not even carrying these very smart, right? He's carrying them in front of his face, so he can't even see where he's going. He needs to lay these burdens down so he can see again with a new perspective. Thank you. Let me light this candle. Alright. So before I clarify these, I'm going to go on to your romance and love, and then I'll clarify those, okay? And a lot of times, as always in our life, right, our personal life at home does affect our workplace, and the work we do does affect our home life. Some relationships form out of the workplace, and sometimes you have a business at home. So they're intermixable. As we see some of the energies in these readings, you may or may not resonate with that, okay? So first up, in your love life relationships, it's an Ace of Pentacles. Focusing on building those pentacles because you want growth. You want that abundance in your financials, but you also want that one special person in your life to share it with. But you're setting your boundaries. Okay, sorry. So you're meditating, healing yourself. You're going within. You may have felt like you're having, put out in the cold here because you're laying on snow. But you've got that flame, the passion for someone that you are keeping close at your side. You have your spirit guides with you, your ancestors that have gone before you, but you are setting up boundaries around you, what you will or won't tolerate. And if needed, you would draw the sword. You feel tied, bound. You feel bound to this decision. You feel bound that it was important to set these boundaries in your belief. And so you're reassuring yourself, going within and healing. You see his hands here are on his cheeks, trying to almost like send himself positive energy, send himself love. He wants that loyal companion at his side. He wants that feather in his cap. His roots of his old belief systems have been uprooted on the rocky foundation that he had prior. He wants to move forward with the science or the beliefs of his journey and take this page of Pentacle forward with communication as an offer in this relationship. And who's he offering to? Well, the Queen of Swords. So evidently he feels that someone is the Queen of Swords, perhaps a little sharp tongue, and standing her ground, set down those boundaries, right? She's got a good strong grip on that, but the sword is down, so it's not necessarily speaking truth. It's just being taking a stand, taking that firm belief, being a little bit stubborn about it, because we do have the ox here. This is regarding the love. Two of Cups. You want that equal balance. Don't mind that these are two men, because your relationship doesn't matter, gender doesn't matter. Love is love. It's passion for the other person. but you're nurturing one another. This person is pouring the cup, you know, or offering his cup to him, and he's offering his cup to him. It almost reminds you of the sharing of the cake at the wedding ceremonies, right? They want calm waters. They want growth. If they have to climb that mountain, they want someone to climb it with. It's that partnership, the divine partnership. All right. They are leaving behind the other choices. They are standing firm with the choice they made. They are releasing that partner in hopes and belief, with their belief system here on their shirt, the science behind the journey. There may be other people, but the only one they're focused on is their divine counterpart, which they're releasing, because if it's meant to be, they will return to them. Okay, although on this, just saying, it's still the man's place to come and make the move, right? It's like she can, this is the woman releasing him, and he's supposed to come back if it's meant to be. But so many, in this generation, I think women are confident enough to be the ones, the chasers, the pushers, always asking everything, right? But be a little old-fashioned and let the man be the one to open the door, the man to ask for the date. Masculine, rather. The male. Justice is here. Without justice, we have chaos. Without darkness, we have no light. Right? So justice is here to clear the clouds, the stormy clouds behind you, in your higher self, listening to the divine guidance and balancing. And with this balance comes fruition and abundance. Okay, so that's your love life. I don't know why I'm getting so stuffed up right now. It's weird. Okay, we're going to clarify these with the Crow deck. Okay. And just going to start that music back up. Give me 1 second, Sawyer. I cleaned one out earlier. If you hear Polly, the dog over there, start whimpering and crying, it's because he doesn't like the fire. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Spirit, true and precise messages to verify these cards, please. With the Page of Cups for Aries, fire sign. For next week, career and finance. Clarify Page of Cups, please. Clarify Page of Cups for the career and finance next week. First cup. Alright, first up, to clarify the Page of Cups, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Pentacles are good with the career, right? It's your finance. So you're juggling, you're trying to balance. It seems like it's just a rotating circle, like a never-ending kind of boring, you know, treadmill type situation with earning your pentacles, I'm hearing. Like, yeah, you feel like you're on the treadmill. See how this bird almost looks like he's like trying to climb it, but it just keeps swirling around? Balancing the 2 pentacles and nothing more. But there's 2 others here trying to snatch it away, trying to distract them with the swirl here, causing more chaos around them. Page of Wands is communication. You got something to say, you need to say it, being your truth. I take it you're on the wand, which is communication. His mouth is open, singing, right? The sun is here to bring the sun up, or the brightness, but this waterfall is frozen over, so whatever you're saying is probably going to be a little cold and hurtful to someone. But you're going to be strong like Leo the Lion there, in your higher tuition, listening to the divine guidance regarding this roller coaster that you've been on, or treadmill. All right, your communication is blooming. Bringing forth growth, such as the flowers that bloom. Thank you, Spirit. There are lizards here also. Not sure the significance of the lizard. Lizards nearby. Maybe that's like snakes in the grass. Looks to me like this is a stone wall, like your cave. Maybe you feel like you're just coming out of a cave, just coming out of the darkness. But you're being strong either way. Okay, so you've been thinking about this. Again, you don't feel safe. Remember what we said on that. So we're going to clarify the Four of Swords next. Spirit, clarify Four of Swords, please, for the Aries. Fire signs. Aries, the fire sign, clarifying. Okay. Four of Swords clarified with Six of Swords. You're in your emotions, you're just flying or fleeting out of this cold environment. Okay. Let's see, Three of Cups. You worked hard for what you had. There's spilt cups. There, you feel like things are blooming, but you have to share. There's sharing going on with the Three of Cups. Either that or somebody's got a three-party situation going on at work. Okay, 5, 6, 7 of coins. You're building your coins, you're nesting, preparing for your future with someone. You want safety, you want security, something you can. Didn't know that fell out. Okay, 7, 8 of. And yeah, this is you working very diligently, very hard on your coins. You're growing your coins. You've got them on this branch, and it's growing. And you're working hard. You're the only one working. These guys up here are flying around having a good old time. The three that are in that Three of Cups, they're just out here flying around waiting to pluck what you're growing, what you're working for, taking credit for the work you've done. You're working diligently here. You want growth, this greenness. You're setting things aside. Maybe you'll use this for yourself, but you're growing these for another day, right? But behind us has a lot of snow, a lot of ice, so it's a cold environment. Because these three here are just swarming, just circling like a vulture to pluck what you've earned. Okay, leaving you out in the cold with only the one pentacle. All right, clarify 5 of Pentacles. Clarify 5 of Pentacles. Clarify 5 of Pentacles. The Hermit. You're going to go within the Hermit and think about how to get yourself out of that icy cold environment, out of that endless roller coaster where people are just taking credit for the work you do. Anything else for that one? Anything else for the Hermit? I find the Hermit card. What are they going for? What are they coming out with? What knowledge do they seek? What will help them to move forward next week? Let's get some cards for this. 4 of Wands. Clarify the 4 of Wands. I'm going to put these here and read them in a second. Anything else for the 4 of Wands? Anything else for the 4 of Wands? Thank you. Anything for the 2 of Pentacles? Anything for the 2 of Pentacles? Anything for the 2 of Pentacles? Tower about? And 10 of Rods. And what can we tell them about the 10 of Rods? I'm going to keep stopping the shuffle, so these cards are so big. What about the 10 of Rods? 10 of Rods, please clarify 10 of Rods. The burdens they have to put down. What are they moving forward to? What do they have to move? When they put the burdens down, what are they moving towards? What are they moving towards when they put the burdens down? What's the outcome of putting the burdens down? I have to work for that with those cards because they're so big. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. So like we said, Hermit, you're going within to see what you have to do. You're going to follow the light. It's still snowing. What is with the snow? Maybe someone lives up north that this is for. But yet this tree looks like an old oak tree in the south. So it's almost like unpredictability, right? Unpredictable storms that are coming into your life with this, leaving you out in the cold because it's snowy here. And they have a cape on and a hat. But here it's like that old oak tree from the south. They only grow in the south, right? And yet it's snowing. The star is down here, so the star is guiding you. Your spirit guides are there with you. You are following the light that has been provided for you to see because you want a sunny, you want a bright tomorrow. The sun will come out when you move forward. With partnership, you will have, the sun will come up with a glorious emotional partnership. Out of the communication will bloom a perfect relationship, the perfect flower. And put an end to put in a death for swords, 4 swords, still feeling defensive back here in the beginning where we started. So there's a lot of 3 birds here. I'm thinking that there's a 3-party situation here, just possibly, or the other way you would read this is, this job is just killing you. It's, you've had it, you've collapsed from this, you don't feel safe, so you're keeping a sword at your side. Because there are always other people there trying to stab you in the back, always trying to take your credit. Someone's watching you. I do feel like one of this is about the one that watches you. But with the 2 birds here and the happy ending and the love, you have the lotuses, there is some passion here with someone. Okay? Or maybe you're going home and communicating to your spouse that you want that new beginning. Okay? 4 of Rods, clarified with the King of Pentacles. When you make that decision to leave, the King of Pentacles is here, wanting, on his throne with the pentacle that he took with him. Remember over here, these birds took all this, so he only gets the one. But he comes out abundant for fruition. He's got fruit here, he's got like a lot of ribbons and colors, and he's listening to his higher self. He's got his spirit guides by his side as the star guiding him. And there is a little bit of growth here beside him as he has the 1 tree, not very much growth, but rocks are here, mountains to climb or fly over. To get to that stable situation, you're going to have to turn your back and walk away from the other things, this stuff up here, the job. You may have felt like it was something that once was fulfilling you, but it's no longer fulfilling you, so you need to turn your back and walk away, fly away if you're a crow. And the time is now in this waxing moon cycle. That's what I do with that. And that will bring you the sun. It'll bring you the 9 of Pentacles. If you listen to your higher self, if you listen to your spirit guides, you will come out with that passion again. The lotus flowers here, the spring blooming. So you're going to come out of that wintry cold and into the spring with growth. You'll have a transformation with the butterfly here. And you will have your Queen of Pentacles. You got a royal couple here, King and Queen of Pentacles. So you will find your divine counterpart, who's also in her listening to her higher self, the divine. She's very abundant in this, the fruit on the tree there. She's already been transformed with the butterfly, a lot of flowers in the bottom. Someone is still running around nearby watching. But you're going to take that leap forward. You're going to fly into the unknown, over that mountain that you can't see what's there. Even though it looks stormy and cloudy on this side, on the other side will be great things for you from the divine. Clarifying the Two of Pentacles. Communication, spirit guides are with you, your ancestors are with you, but you have the divine communication. You've risen to a higher level. You've ascended to a higher perspective. Thank you, Spirit. You are becoming abundant. 10 of coins. And once you leave that other job, once you leave what didn't serve you, you'll end up more abundant with this 10 of coins. Alright, and your Ace of Cups. Why? Because you've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles working together in partnership. So you will be abundant. You will have that cup of love, that passion back to offer the love of your life. Alright, Knight of Cups. You can take that cup. You can move forward and be the White Knight on the white horse. Alright, and this one, thank you. Okay, this is upside down. So for the Tower, though, moment, this is, again, it was just waking you up. It didn't crumble. It didn't destroy your foundation. It's going to be emotional. Remember, it was lightning trying to light that passion again. Why? Because you made that choice to change that job. You found the love of your life. You're moving forward. You're offering the cup of love. And now Spirit is here to light you up again with passion. Put an end to the fighting. 5 of Wands. 5, 6, 7 of Wands. Leaving behind things that didn't serve you. This is 7 of Swords. I think I said Wands. Swords. Leaving behind things that no longer serve you. The cutting the sharp conversations. This is upside down also. 5 of Wands. Communication. Putting an end to the argument, the fighting, the gossiping at that workplace. These are all upside down. Not having to worry about being the King of Cups because you found the love of your life and you are moving forward in your emotions. Being abundant because your ship came in when you made that choice. Alright? No longer worried about those choices that were 6, 7, no longer worried about the choices that were around you, the things that were trying to entangle you, the snakes in the grass, the fire, the broken hearts with the other job. Remember, this is career and finance. Okay? And you come out, once you put these burdens down that weren't blooming, weren't being prosperous for you. Thank you, Spirit. You come out as a High Priestess or a Hierophant if you're a male. Alright, so that's your career and finance, which looks awesome there, Fire Aries. This card kept wanting to slide out, so I'm just going to read it for you. Freedom Horse, yes. Be like the freedom of the wild Mustang and run free. Take that leap and just feel the wind in your hair, the wind beneath your wings, and fly. Go move forward with freedom. Freedom of choices. Okay, so clarifying. Okay, Spirit, let's move on to their love life, their relationships, which is going to flow over, obviously. Starting with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, you were building your coins, listening to your guidance, looking for that one love that you found, evidently, here. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for the Aries, please, next week. Clarify Ace of Pentacles for the Aries next week. Thank you. Moving forward with the 6 of Swords. You and the love of your life are moving to calmer waters. And with 10 of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. So that's moving forward in the boat. And this was 10 of Pentacles. Okay, 4 of Swords, that meditation, setting boundaries. Whoops. 4 of Pentacles. Balance, stability. Anything else for the Four Swords? Four of Swords, setting the boundaries, having stability. Why? Because you were the lovers. Ace of Pentacles, again, you want to make that offer. Nine of Cups, almost there, just waiting for that last cup of love from your significant other. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. Clarify Page of Pentacles. Clarify Page of Pentacles. There's a lot. Hang on. Wants to move forward. Remember, we said he was taking the science of belief, but offering this to the loyal companion. He wants that feather in his cap. He wants that loyal person at his side. Who? It was going to be the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, right? Wants to put an end to those sleepless nights. For the significant other, as a King of Pentacles, he wants to be her king. Put an end to the Three of Swords situation, the broken heart, the heartbreak. To mend those wounds. Queen of Pentacles, who? He needs to heal the heart of the Queen of Pentacles. And you have the Queen of Pentacles up here, you have the High Priestess, you have the Queen of Swords. That's three feminines with that broken heart. But he is following the guidance he wants. He knows that the one he wants is the Star, who's Aquarius. Six of Pentacles wants to equal give and take to balance things out, but again, in this card, there's three women. Just saying. Fire signs can be players. They're pretty sexy. And that doesn't have to be gender specific. Could be three guys in that picture. Oops. Thank you. Either way, the King of Swords is moving forward to the Queen of Swords. Again, divine couple. Communication coming in from the divine to the feminine, and her counterpart is there talking to her, listening to her telepathically. Clarify the Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups. Thank you. The Two of Cups clarified by Two of Cups. And this is masculine and feminine together. Putting a death to the three party situations. For stability. 4. Put an end to the fighting. Because the Empress is here to birth a new beginning. And she is all the queens, right? So you have all 4 queens on the table now, and she comes out now as the Empress. Why? Because the Empress is all 4 queens. She has the passion. She's not afraid to speak her mind of truth. She's communication, and she is passionate, loving, nurturing, and she births a new beginning. She can birth the new businesses together, or your child. I'm not seeing it as a pregnancy card today for whoever, but this comes up as 8 of Pentacles, going to be birthing or building those pentacles together and keeping the flame lit, the passion. Clarify 3 of Wands, clarify 3 of Wands. With the sun's going to come out. Sun will come up tomorrow. You know that song? I'm not singing for you. Let's see what this justice is. Alright, the sun's coming up. Justice is here to make things right and balanced. Clarify justice. I don't know that we need to clarify justice. She is what she is, guys. It's like clarifying a High Priestess. We know her power. Five of Cups, walking away from things that no longer served her, looking at things she has lost, but she knows that she still has the 2 cups of love and calm waters, and her chin is up. She's not looking dismayed. She is the Empress, and she knows her power. She knows her worth. She's not worried about losing those 3 cups. 3 of Pentacles, working on this together for stability. 4 of Wands, for the castle, for the love. That's a beautiful ending. Alright, let's get you some angel cards. Anyone who has that broken heart situation going on or needs help with their inner child healing, broken heart healing, you can email me at sacredspiritualhealer@gmail.com. You can also book me for a personal reading. The information is the link below. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. And he's a lion, so I don't know if you can see that. So that's pretty cool. But if you are going to speak out in anger, please do so with love and light. Do so with passion and compassion, so that you're not hurting someone and burning a bridge. All right. Akasha. This is beautiful too. Your guidance is divinely guided. Your guidance is divinely guided. So this sounds to me like you're being guided to a path, a spiritual purpose. All right, and it is of the divine, so they are guiding you in the right direction. Initiation, yes, rite of passage, crossing the threshold, getting past the snakes in the grass, looking past the treasures and the monetary blessings, because you're on this sacred journey. Follow the star, follow the lightning is here to also keep you moving. Okay. So again, email me sacredspiritualhealer@gmail.com for any personal readings. Thank you. Namaste.